fans, welcome into the preview show presented by Toyota. I'm Alex Weaver. I'm now going to be joined by Jonathan Merryman. Jonathan, the ending that everybody is going to be talking about, Chase Elliott makes a pit decision for that 9 team, goes in, Brad Keselowski takes the win, gets the crown jewel for the Coca-Cola 600. He's checking them off the box.
Yeah, Keselowski, everything's going right for him, the other night. And Chase Elliott, the past 2 weekends or past 2 nights that we've been racing, nothing has gone right. But impressive drive there with a couple laps to go at the end for him to work his way back up to third. Shows you how dominant that car was, how good 2 tires were. If we had another lap, we'd be singing a different tune. But the longest race ever in NASCAR history is won by Brad Keselowski, honoring a soldier, a military person who's actually from the Charlotte area, winning that race in Charlotte. So it's kind of a storybook ending there for Brad and everything he does for the military.
Charlotte Motor Speedway always does such a good job on Memorial Day weekend of honoring those that have fallen in our service members. But now we get a shorter race. We're staying at Charlotte for the NASCAR Cup Series, but it's shorter. I'm sure the drivers are actually excited about that. But what can we expect for Wednesday night's race?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be going to bed at 2:30 after Wednesday night's race. Let me knock on wood. I may have just jinxed it. But, I think during 600 miles, you have a lot of time to work out some bugs, to work out some kinks. Now, if you're a driver like Clint Boyer, who had an early exit, or Bubba Wallace, who had an earlier exit, you don't have those things fine-tuned. But you look at people who ran up front, the entire Hendrick Motorsports organization. Penske showed a little bit of speed. Obviously, Brad got the win. TRUEX looked really good. Look for guys like that to come out strong. Still later in the day, the race will start. So maybe the same sort of conditions, temperatures vary, but I think, we saw some pretty good racing at the end of that deal. So I think we can look forward to more of that.
We were wondering if it was going to be MTJ's playground again for the Coca-Cola 600, and Joe Gibbs Racing tended to struggle a little bit, their highest finisher being that 18 and 5th place with Kyle Busch. What can we expect out of that Toyota camp for Wednesday? Because we can imagine that they would kind of figure things out and turn it around as opposed to Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, obviously some weird circumstances surrounding Denny Hamlin there, but, Kyle Busch got it together towards the end of that race. TRUEX looked really strong. There were moments where Eric Jones looked really good. And I didn't think Christopher Bell looked bad. I mean, he had one heck of a save there when Blaney got into his back bumper. But I think Joe Gibbs Racing, they're figuring things out. Obviously, they got a win last week with Denny and looked really good with Martin. I think, him and James Small are meshing, and I think, this might be Martin's race coming up here on Wednesday.
Yeah, well, you also mentioned Christopher Bell, another rookie, Sunoco rookie contender that had a heck of a race with Tyler Reddick. Both of those guys finished in the top 10, so a good night for them at Charlotte. So who do we have Wednesday? Because we may have some people who have figured out Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I think so. And my first pick would be Martin Truex Jr. I haven't used him all that much in fantasy, but if you're, running low on usages this early in the year, hopefully you're not. I would think Eric Jones would be a second pick. I think they're starting to get it together and figure some things out as well.
Well, I like that Hendrick Motorsports has showed a lot of speed. They're starting on the front row because the field is now inverted with Alex Bowman and William Byron. So I want to take the 88, but I'm going to steer clear him and use him later on down the season. I'm going to take the 18 of Kyle Busch. I think he wants a win. I think he has had a difficult couple of weeks, and so it would be the 18 in victory lane.
Hey, it's all Toyotas we're picking there.
All right. Well, that race is coming up. We have a full slate coming up from Charlotte Motor Speedway, but the NASCAR Cup Series is hitting the track for the second time Wednesday in prime time at 8 p.m. on FS1. Tune in. You don't want to miss it.